Good morning, and thank you for joining me on this Tuesday, November 10th, 2009. I wanted to talk to you about kind of our market and what's been going on. Obviously, as you know, we've experienced in this past year a lot of Fed stimulus. We've had the government inject billions and billions of dollars into the mortgage bond purchase program. We've had the Treasury bond purchase program. We obviously have the first-time home buyer tax credit, and now the move-up tax credit for $6,500. All of this is in an effort to stimulate our economy. As you know, in the beginning, or at least a year ago, four major banks were bailed out. They were given billions of dollars to prevent them from going under. And ironically, all of this stimulus obviously is an effort to stimulate the economy, to get consumers, to get you and I to get more confident in the market, and to buy houses. Frankly, our recovery is going to begin with the housing industry. And these artificially and historically low rates have definitely caused buyers to buy. And so ironically, the benefactors of this stimulus are the banks that received these bailouts, a year ago. And as a result, these lenders have pretty hefty profit margins, which is enabling them to not only receive the billions and billions of dollars in the beginning of the year, but to profit pretty significantly now currently. So let's think about that for a minute. We have the banks that receive these billions of dollars in bailout money from the government. They needed that money to prevent from going under. Now, at the same time, you have all this Fed stimulus, everything to help the housing market. As I said, many people believe the recovery of our economy is going to be definitely tied with the recovery of our mortgage industry. So now those same banks are taking advantage of the situation. They have huge profit margins because of these artificially and historically low rates. So in essence, these banks are double dipping. However, what I wanted to talk to you about today is that these banks are making a very strong effort. They're making a strong push towards triple dipping. And how they're trying to do that is by raising or hiking credit card interest rates, yours and mine. So here's the deal. Here is what's transpired. Congress tells the same banks that they bailed out that they're going to have to get their credit card hikes under control. Congress tells those banks that they are going to issue congressionally mandated policies that prohibit banks from hiking credit card interest rates. So those banks in turn tell Congress, we need more time to prepare for the congressionally mandated policies. Congress then grants the banks the time that they requested, which ironically is through February 2010, just in time for those same banks to hike credit card interest rates just in time for the holiday season. Does that make sense? Is that going to stimulate our economy? In fact, data has been released to reflect that at least two banks, both Citi and Chase, have already hiked in their credit card interest rates to 30%. I mean, it's just astronomical. And believe it or not, these rates are hiked even to their customers that have never, ever been late. Ever. So you may be asking yourself, what can I do? The good thing is, these banks have to send you a rate hike letter. Keep privy of your mail, take a look at it. If you get a rate hike letter, immediately call your credit card company. Tell them that you're opting out. This will at least give you time. It will require that credit card company to put a freeze on your interest rate where it currently stands. This will at least give you the time to either call another credit card company that you may have a card already with, or open up another credit card that has a lower interest rate. Gives you the time to transfer your balance from the higher credit card interest to the lower one. If you have the opportunity to do so, or if you can't do that, maybe you can pay it off. That way you don't have to pay the 30% interest rate. But definitely it's important. Keep an eye on your mail. If you get that hike letter, call them, immediately tell them you're opting out. So it's just crazy to me. It's ironic how, Congress grants the banks the time to get their interest rate hikes under control for the credit cards. So they grant them their time through February 2010, which exactly coincides with the holiday season. Not exactly my idea of market stimulation, But in any event, I really appreciate you joining me today. Don't forget, you can subscribe down below. It's free. And if you think this information would benefit, somebody you know and like, please forward them that video as well. I would appreciate it. And again, as always, as your trusted advisor, if you know of anyone wishing to purchase or refinance a home, please send them my way. I would be privileged to earn their business. Thanks again. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.